I'm Jodi Moseley. I've been here at the Sheriff's Office for about 5 years. I've been in K-9 about 1.5 years now. I started out in dispatch, which really was just a secure job for me. Once I got in dispatch, I realized that I didn't want to sit behind the desk. I wanted to go out and do all the things everybody else got to do. I honestly didn't think about K-9 until I saw the position come open, and I had pretty much had my hands in almost every position in law enforcement that I had the opportunity, except for K-9. And when I saw it come open, that's when I said, okay, maybe I should put in for that, because I've always been an animal lover. So,
Thomas Vitek. I've worked at the Sheriff's Office a little over 7 years. Been running a dog for 4 years now. I'm on my second one. I got into law enforcement to seek the adrenaline rush of doing fun things and all that, and then helping people. It means a lot to me to put on this uniform every day, and now I get to do that with my K-9 partner in the same county that I grew up in. Like, just giving back to this community that gave so much to me when I was growing up. Like, this is where I spent my years, going to, football games all over the county, doing fun things all over the county, and like, now I get to be able to give back to this community that gave so much to me.
Yeah.
Got introduced to K-9 pretty early on in my career. I used to ride with one of our previous bloodhound handlers and help train with the bloodhounds, and so it just kind of really drew me to that, and it was a fun thing. I like being outdoors, and I like working with dogs, and having a dog partner every day come to work with me is a lot of fun.
Yes, yes it is. You hear about how smart they are, but until you see it, it's kind of like having a child. When they come into their personality and they start learning things and showing you the things they learn, it's just amazing. It's
crazy. If the dogs could talk and drive, they wouldn't need us.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah.
And so that's just how smart they are. It's kind of insane. You talk about our dogs as our partners, but they kind of take on our personalities.
Yeah, so I have Bojack. He's almost 3 years old, but he's still very much a puppy. To describe his personality, it depends day by day. His environment, his stimulation, it all has an effect on his attitude. If he's been working and he's had a lot of fun, he's mellow. He's always loving towards me, not so much other people. But if he's bored, he's very destructive, pushy. He's always wanting me to pet him. If I haven't showed him any attention, he's very adamant about it, with the nose pushes or jumping up on me, trying to get in my face and stuff like that. As far as other people go, he sometimes likes other people to pet him, but I always have to make sure he has a distraction with a toy or something, so kind of like a pacifier.
Yeah, so my current dog is Lucky. She's 1 year old, and she's just as rambunctious and crazy as ever. And that's what's, I think, is so much fun, is your dog takes on your personality, and Lucky is really starting to take on my personality. Yeah. So, just kind of the way he is, once you get past that tough exterior, he's actually kind of a fun person to be around, or fun dog to be around.
I never thought about that. You're absolutely right, yes.
But yeah, Lucky's pretty wild right now. So she's just all over the place, into everything, but she is really good at her job, so it makes it a lot of fun.
She's lanky and goofy.
Yeah, she is. And she loves to work, so that's the one thing I love about her. The amount of work you have to put in, it's a lot of hard work. You can't take any days off, and then on top of that, you're basically working 24/7 because the dog's coming home with you.
When you have a K-9, you have to continuously train. It is a perishable skill, and so I typically train every Tuesday, regardless of whether I'm on shift or not. But also during the week, you're constantly practicing obedience, article searches, mock traffic stops, things like that. So the amount of actual hours that you train are significant, whether it's logged or not, whether people see that or not, whether you're calling it training. Everything you do with that dog is they're basically recording it. So training is constant.
Yeah, I train about once a week and try to train in different environments. If it's from a rural setting, the woods, tracking in the woods, or going into a city or urban area, coming up here to train in the city, just doing a lot of that stuff, just trying to really challenge the dog and make the dog get better, basically. So we stay pretty on top of our training. We help each other out a lot with our trainings, and so train about 4 hours every week. So
yeah. Also, you have to expose the dog to all sorts of environments. That way they've seen it before. If they're experiencing something for the first time on a live deployment, and they're gonna maybe not be as confident. But if you've exposed them to it before and they've seen it before, they know that they can work around it and overcome it. And you usually see a lot more success if they've experienced those types of things before. So the more training you can get in, the more experiences you can give them, the more tools you can put in their toolbox, the better they're going to be. So your first live capture, there's no greater feeling, because the pressure of being able to take somebody into custody, everybody's kind of relying on you to find that suspect, and the feeling of actually being able to do that successfully is I don't even know how to describe that.
You hit it right on the head. The pressure that we have, like it's me and you, and like the pressure of, especially when we get called out to go look for somebody, a suspect, everybody's relying on us. It's a lot.
It's more about proving to myself that I can do it and that I'm capable of doing it. I guess not only proving to myself, but to prove to everybody else out there that I am capable of, handling the dog, taking on the responsibility of the role, and not only just doing it, but doing it well. You don't see a whole lot of canine handlers here in Lancaster, so to be able to say that I'm one of those, that's an honor. It's very humbling to know that I was given this position, this opportunity, and I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I'm successful at it.